Hey, look, you've greeted your customer with confidence, you've uncovered their needs like a true 800% pro, and you've selected the right vehicle based upon their lifestyle, their priorities, and their motivations. Now it's time to bring it all to life, guys. Today we're going to talk about something most salespeople, they take for granted: the feature presentation, also known as the walk around. Well, let's be honest. Most walkarounds, man, they're either way too fast or they are just way too boring. This is where deals go from possible to like probable. This is where value is built. And this is where emotion, it actually kicks in. And when you get this part right, man, this is when customers start saying things to themselves like, I see myself in this one. This is exactly what I was looking for. So today I'm going to teach you how to present features that sell emotionally, not technically, not robotically, and sure as hell not generically. All right, so let's talk first and foremost why most walkarounds, they just don't work. Here's what most salespeople do. They walk up to the car and they say, well, this one has LED headlights, a 2.5 liter engine, backup camera, dual climate, and they just keep going. And the customer's brain, man, that brain is sitting there saying, so what? Listen, specs don't sell. Stories, emotion, value, man, that's what closes deals. This is why I tell you guys, the close is the easiest part. If you've built the emotion and the value with stories, that's what closes them, right? You're not a feature reader, you're a feature translator. So instead of listing, what the car has, you show it how it fits their life. So let's break it down into one of the most powerful methods that there are for presenting any features, and it's called the FAB method. All right, F is feature. What is it? A is the advantage. What does it do? And the B is the benefit. Why does that matter to the customer? So let's do a real example here and let's see how to actually use this. That basic old method that a lot of people use. Hey, it has a remote start. The FAB method. This says remote start, which means that you can warm it up, cool it down before you ever even get in it. So like on those freezing mornings or those hot afternoons, you're never uncomfortable again. All right, let's look at another one here. The basic. It has blind spot monitoring. Does anybody even know what that is? Your FAB method. It has blind spot monitoring, which lights up when another car is next to you. That way, especially with little kids in the back seat, you can feel confident changing lanes safely. So much better. Now you're not just naming features, you're actually solving problems. You're painting those emotional pictures. Listen, every salesperson, they should have 10 to 15 go-to FABs that they've mastered. All right, here are some common examples that we're going to start working on, and I challenge you to start getting used to and using. Remote start is the feature. The advantage is you start your car from inside the house. Your benefits, you stay comfortable year-round, no more freezing or sweating while waiting. Your feature, high-definition backup camera. The advantage, it gives you a live rear view. And the benefit, easier to park, safer with kids or pets nearby. How about the feature of wireless Apple CarPlay, one of my faves? The advantage, it syncs your phone apps with your screen. The benefit, safer navigation, no distractions, and your music or podcast on demand. Feature, hands-free liftgate. The advantage, opens with a wave of your foot, or if you just walk behind it. Benefit, no more struggling with groceries or car seats or anything like that. You just pop it and go. If you're showing a mom with 2 kids, emphasize ease and safety. If it's a tech-savvy customer, you lean into the connectivity and the control. If it's someone coming out of an old vehicle, maybe show them what they've been missing along the way. This is how you tailor value to each buyer. Don't just show the car, insert them into it. Get the emotion kicking in. Use phrases like, Can you see yourself pulling into the driveway in this? Imagine how much easier your mornings will be with this feature. Would this solve that issue that you mentioned in your current car? All right, let's say that they told you they commute an hour to work. You walk to the seat and you say, jump in. These seats have memory foam padding and a lumbar adjustment. This is gonna make that hour each way feel like 20 minutes to you. That's emotional anchoring, guys. You're not showing a feature. You're selling a better life to them. You're showing how you're going to make their life better with this feature. This is key. The walk around should engage all 5 senses. Sight, a clean vehicle, screen lit up, lights turned on, and it's a turn off when the customer sees you have to jump the car. Touch, invite them to open, close, press buttons. Sound, demo the stereo, closing the doors, voice command, the sound, man. The smell, that new car smell. Don't skip this. And if it's a used car, make sure it doesn't stink. Movement, invite them to get in, walk around, and test the controls. Let them touch it. You want them to move from shopping to experiencing. That shift creates ownership before the price conversation ever even begins. Use your walk around to build anticipation for the demo drive. We'll take it for a spin in just a sec, but I wanted you to get a feel for the seat first. Most people tell me that they notice the difference immediately. How about you? Hey, how about this heads-up display? It's wild once you're driving. You're gonna see speed, directions, and even safety alerts right in your line of sight. Now they're not just walking around a car, they're actually waiting to feel it in action. You're setting those emotional landmines for the drive to reinforce what they've already seen. But we need to avoid these 5 common mistakes, okay? Let's call them all out. Talking too much. Man, don't overwhelm them, all right? Overloading specs. Focus on stories, not the technical side. Ignoring those emotional cues. Watch their reactions, all right? And then rushing the process. Let them experience it. And lastly, failing to ask questions. What do you think of this? It goes a long way. Here's your homework. All right, for this week, I want you to choose 10 features, 10 of them, and write out your own fabs for each one. Remember, features, advantage, and benefit. Practice presenting a vehicle with a teammate or the mirror, whatever, as if it's a movie trailer. You'll highlight the storyline, the moments that matter. And then during your next customer presentation, focus on emotional triggers, not the technical info. And film yourself doing a 3-minute walk around and watch it. You will immediately see what you need to improve. It's such great stuff. It's like film study. Remember, you're not just showing a car, you're making the customer feel like they already own it. When done right, the walk around creates momentum, not pressure. It turns logic into emotion, specs into story, interest into ownership. Stay present, be intentional, and as always, win the day.